Okay.
Okay, I have sent the file. Now the file is in front of you. And as I told you, the name of the skill is expression of ideas. It has only two skills. The first one is transition. Before I start to tell you how the shape of the transition question look like, I need from you just to go through different categories. Yaleen, open your camera. Different categories of transition. And I'm gonna insist on that these kind of transition, it needs from you a kind of effort to memorize them. لازم نحفظهم يا شباب. والله لازم نحفظهم. Why? Because I have the transition. You must know its function. Because we're gonna use here elimination in our questions. We're gonna use the same rule of odd one out. And I'm gonna tell you how. Let's first look at the different categories of the transition. Did you bring all of them, Dr. Tamer? No, not all of them. I just bring some because I depend that you cover transition in your school. But I gather most of them, and while we are answering, I'm gonna give you more clarification. Let's start first with agreement. We have a category called agreement. And in agreement, we have words that if we put them between two sentences, it will make or it will let the reader understand that what come after agree with what come before. And we can call it similarity. Tamer is a good football player. Similarly, he plays well. Done. So one of the words that show agreement or similarity is similarly. We have other words like again, correspondingly, equally, likewise. These transition, what come before it, agree with what come after it. Let's find here. Lentils are an excellent way to add plant-based protein to one's diet. We talk about the lentils, العدس. عارفين العدس. Okay? The other one, other legume like beans and chickpeas can serve as integral protein sources for vegans and vegetarian. Yeah, he talk about the same thing that we can get protein from plants. So similarly, so again, what other transition word that we can use? Again, correspondingly, equally, and likewise. Number two, the category after that, it's disagreement or contradiction. So what come after doesn't agree with what come before. What come after doesn't agree with what come before. Like the word however. However, we have other stuff, yes, like but, yet, conversely, though, still, in contrast, although, nevertheless, on the other hand. So if you find these words or those transition, what come before doesn't agree with what come after or contradict. Let's find here. The rock star prince was a multi instrumentalist. الراجل ده بيلعب آلات كتيرة. Having played 27 instruments on his debut album. The sentence after. He is primarily remembered as a guitarist and vocalist. يعني الراجل ده لعب 27 instruments. بيانو, جيتار, whatever. وبعد كده الناس فاكراه بس as a guitarist and vocalist. So there's a contradiction. This a contradiction. So we put however. The third one is sequence and order. And this is gonna be clear how if you find dates, the first thing that will come to your mind is sequence and order. Like what? Like previously, then, later, before, afterwards, first, finally, subsequently. Let's look at the sentence here. The Pulitzer Prize winning novel, A Confederacy of Dunces, was published in 1980. So this novel was published in 1980, 17 years after it was written. The sentence after. The novel had been rejected by many different publishers. It's an order. So it was published in 1980, 17 years after it was written. So previously, it was rejected. The category after that, it's addition, to add. It's the topic, but you add. It's different from agreement. Because agreement, you are talking about the same point. Addition, you add to the same topic. Like furthermore, additionally, also, to, moreover. Let's look at this one. Moles are highly suited to their lifestyle with short, powerful forelimbs, adapted for digging. He talked about the characteristic for moles. After that, he said what? Moles, it's the same topic. Moles have evolved to require less oxygen, allowing them to avoid suffocation while underground. So here he talk about the same topic, but it's not the same idea. He add. So here, furthermore. After, exemplification. To give an example. Like what? For instance. For example. For one thing. To demonstrate. So, here the sentence. Throughout history, painters were endangered by poisonous ingredients in their paints. Okay? So they were poisoned by poisonous ingredients in their paints. الألوان اللي بيستخدموها كان فيها poison. After that he said what? The use of lead, القصدير, in white paint. Yes, this is an example. Caused lead poisoning in many famous artists, including Vincent van Gogh. So for instance, exemplification. The last category. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. The transition here, therefore, since, because, thus, as a result, accordingly, and consequently. Let's look at since, before, and after. The Hubble Space Telescope has provided astronomical insights for over 30 years, but its eventual breakdown is inevitable. عندنا تلسكوب هو موجود هناك في السبيس بيعطينا 30 years of information, but he's gonna stop. Its successor, what come after, the James Webb Space Telescope, was launched in late 2021. So because this breakdown is near or is inevitable, cannot be avoided, so because of that, we have a new one that is gonna be launched in late 2021. Therefore, these are the 6 categories: agreement, disagreement, sequence and order, addition, exemplification, cause and effect. Now, as I told you, there are other categories like emphasizing, like in fact, granted, like rephrase, in other words, like sum up, in conclusion, by the end. These I didn't mention them here, but I'm gonna mention them while we are solving together. Okay, how the question for the transition will look like. He will ask you what the most logical transition. Directly, when you find the most logical transition, it's a transition question. The most logical transition, it's a transition question. Where you're gonna look? You look a sentence before the space and a sentence after. Sentence before and a sentence after. So where the sentence before? No, this one sentence. I need a sentence before. So here is the sentence before. All of that. And here the sentence after. Okay. Now we need to find the relationship between them. But before that, you have to go through. You have to go through each word into transition to decide its function. Why, Dr. Tamer? Because in level 1 and 2, you can use elimination. In level 1 and 2, you can use elimination. And by elimination, it's going to be helpful for you to delete the things that actually is repeated. The things that actually is repeated. Let's find together. In fact, emphasizing, we didn't take this the first time to see it. Though, contradiction. Therefore, cause and effect. Moreover, addition. So now, let's find a sentence before and sentence after to know the relation. It's emphasizing, contradiction, cause and effect, and addition. He said Iraqi artist Nazik al-Malaika celebrated as the first Arabic poet to write in free verse. Didn't reject traditional forms entirely. Her poem, Elegy for a Woman of No Importance, consists of two 10-line stanza and a standard number of syllables. So take care, this woman or this poet didn't reject traditional forms. So she used traditional forms. Even in this superficially traditional work, Al Malika was breaking new ground. How traditional, and she is breaking new ground. Traditional and breaking new ground by memorializing an anonymous woman rather than a famous man. Tradition, new ground, or breaking new ground. So this contradiction. So the answer is going to be though. Clear, Badr?
Clear, Mister.
Okay. Laith, clear?
Mister,
Yes.
I didn't understand.
Okay. In the
I'm
first sentence, he talked about tradition, Laith. She used tradition forms. And you know, tradition means old forms. In the second sentence, he said that she used or she broke new ground. Means she made something new. So how tradition in the beginning and made something new in the at the end, that means that they are contradicting with each other. So though. Clear, Life?
Clear, Mister.
Lean, clear?
a little bit.
No, it's not a little bit. Again, here I
Um,
start using to know each word express about what? In fact, emphasize, though contradiction, therefore cause and effect, moreover addition, and start read the sentence before and sentence after. I found here that this woman she depends on tradition forms. يعني الست دي كانت شاعرة عراقية وبتعتمد على الاسلوب التقليدي يلين الاسلوب التقليدي. في الجملة التانية قال لا، ده هي اعتمدت على ان هي تعمل حاجة جديدة. طب ازاي تقليدي وجديدة؟ يبقى دوت contradiction opposite to each other. كلير ملك؟
okay.
كلير لين؟
Clear. Clear.
ملك؟ ملك
Clear.
محمد. زهرة؟
Clear.
جنة؟
Clear.
يارا؟
Clear.
يوسف سويلم؟
Clear.
ملك عصام؟
Clear.
رياض؟
Clear.
The first trial for you. But I'm gonna ask Badr to tell me or to help me what is the function of each word here or each transition. However, Badr is what?
Contradictory.
Contradiction. Opposite to each other. Accordingly.
Mm, maybe for to complete.
No, cause and effect. We don't have complete. Cause and effect. بسبب. Nevertheless.
Contradictory.
Contradiction. Ah, wait. Wait, Dr. Tamer. I have two that they are contradicting. I'm gonna leave them till the end, not eliminating. Leave them till the end. Okay, furthermore,
Addition.
addition. So now I'm gonna look. Is it accordingly or furthermore? If it doesn't work, so it's one of these. But now, because I have two words that they have the same function, put them aside. Let's find. Where did the sentence before? Here. Where did the sentence after? Here. Now write the answer on the chat box. It's easy. I'm gonna put the contradiction now aside. Find its cause and effect or addition. Perfect, Yara. No, Zahra. Perfect, Badr. واي جنة. واحنا قلنا A و C هنحطهم على جنب دلوقتي يا جنة. A و C هنحطهم على جنب لانهم نفس الفانكشن يا جنة. يس زهرة. نو رياض. يا لين A و C والله they have the same function. Yes. Yes, Badr. Perfect, Laith. Yes, Riyadh. Now it's right. Yes, Lean. Now it's right. No, Yusuf Suwailem. The other one. Perfect, Malak Muhammad. Yes, Yusuf Suwailem. Now it's right. Perfect, Malak Isam. Okay. يا شباب. Again, we look at the function of each transition. We have now most logical transition. So we look at the function of each transition, however, contradiction, accordingly, cause and effect, nevertheless, contradiction, furthermore, addition. So now I'm going to put A and C aside and find the relationship between the since come before and since come after. Here he said what? He said reforestation efforts, while undeniably valuable, often result in forests with limited biodiversity. So now I know from the first sentence, Riyadh, Lean, open your camera, that reforestation has limited biodiversity. Then after that he said what? Care should be taken. Care should be taken to plant a wide variety of native flora in depleted woodlands. Because of reforestation, so we have to take care to plant wide. Thank you. Accordingly, cause and effect. التصحر عنده كائنات محدودة، عشان كده لازم نزرع العديد من النباتات في المناطق الديبليتد. It's an easy one. Lean, clear?
Clear.
زهرة.
Clear.
جنة.
Clear.
يوسف سويلم. يوسف سويلم.
Clear.
Okay. Riyadh.
Clear.
Second one. And who's gonna help me? Laith. Laith. How do you know that this question is transition?
Most logical transition.
Okay. Can you tell me now the function of each word here? However,
آه، مش حافظهم.
contradiction. ما معناها بالعربي معناها مع ذلك. يعني في contradiction. Therefore,
ما بعرف.
cause and effect. لذلك. Afterwards, sequence. ترتيب تعاقب. As a result, cause and effect. بسبب. So now B and D, I'm gonna keep them aside. Look at A and C first. Where are the two sentences? They are here. This is the first before, this is after. Write the answer, please. I got the answer from Riyadh. Perfect. From Zahra. Perfect. Badr, you have to give me one answer, Badr. I know that it's this or that. From Ganna. Perfect. From Yara. Excellent. Yes, Badr. Now right. Perfect. Malak Muhammad. يوسف، انت مركز معايا ولا رايح في حتة تانية؟
نعم يا مستر.
مش احنا قلنا بي ودي we're gonna keep them aside now يوسف؟
انا شايف والله معلش ربطت عشان الكلام مش قريب من بعض، مش شايف قوي.
ركز يا يوسف بالله عليك. نو مالك عصام. بيرفكت لين. يس يوسف سويلم now right. Perfect light. Okay. Again, when we find the most logical transition, this is transitional uh, skill. Look at the words first, however, contradiction, therefore cause and effect, afterward sequence, open your camera, Riyadh. As a result, cause and effect. So now I'm gonna put B and D aside. I'm not gonna cancel them. I'm gonna put them aside. And look, contradiction can work or sequence. Look, it says before and sentence after. Here he said what? The Gordy Ho hat trick, an unofficial statistic in which a hockey player scores a goal, records an assist, and gets in a fight all in the same game, is named after hockey great Gordy Ho. يعني جوردي هو تريك دي عبارة عن خدعة اتسمت باسم الراجل ده. اتسمت باسم جوردي هو. ليه؟ او ايه؟ مين اللي بياخدها؟ If you score a goal, records an assist, and gets in a fight at the same game, they are gonna call you Gordy Ho hat trick. The sentence after he said what? Who only achieved this feat twice in his professional career, far fewer time than many other players. طب ليه سموها باسمه؟ يعني ازاي تسمى باسمه هو ما عملهاش الا غير twice. So this a contradiction. A contradiction. Clear يوسف سويلم؟ Clear ملك عصام؟
Yes, clear.
Okay. Let's go to number 3. And he's gonna help me lean. How do you know that this question is transition lean?
From the most logic transfer.
Transition. Okay. Additionally is what lean?
Cons, cons, no.
Additionally يعني إضافة يعني addition.
Okay.
Okay. Thus.
Constant.
انت جبتي اي حاجة بتقوليها؟ Cause and effect. Thus معناها
Okay.
لهذا. Instead. lean. Instead.
Instead, like,
In Arabic معناها بدلا من يبقى contradiction.
okay, in some, like, some, add برضو.
لا in some يعني في النهاية. ف it's something that relate to conclusion.
Okay.
بيختتم حاجة كده يا لين. Okay. Now sentence before and sentence
Sentence after.
after and write the answer please. Did you write the answer for this life? Still? Okay. I got the answer from Badr. No Badr. Yes, Laith. Yes, Lean. Perfect, Yara. Perfect, Ganna. Waiting for the rest. Perfect, Yusuf Suwailem. Perfect, Malak Muhammad. Perfect, Riyadh. Waiting for Zahra and Malak Isam. No Badr, still wrong. No Malak Isam. No Zahra. No Badr. Okay, let's have a look here. Again, whenever we have the most logical transition, we look at the words to find the function of each one. To find the function of each one. No Malak also. Additionally, addition. He add. Thus, cause and effect. Instead, contradiction. In some conclusion. So let's find a sentence before and sentence after. Did the sentence before? Did the sentence after? This is level 3. To discover which fruit variety were grown in Italy's Umbria region before the introduction of industrial farming, botanist Isabel Dalla region often turns to centuries-old list of cooking ingredients. Okay, this woman, that she is a botanist, يعني عالمة نبات, she wants to know the fruit variety in Italy before the industrial farming, before they use industry machine in farming. So if she wants to know, so she starts searching in where? In cooking ingredients, the same topic that she wants to search for the fruit variety. Let's look after. She analyzes Renaissance paintings of Imperia and they can provide accurate representation of fruits they were grown there long ago. هي عملت بحث كمان على ايه؟ على البينتينجز. To look at the fruit that they were painted for the same topic. Why? To know the varieties of fruit that were grown in that time. So additionally يعني هي دورت في الكوكينج ingredients, old list cooking ingredients, ودورت في البينتس الرسومات. So the answer is A. Clear, Badr?
Clear, mister.
Zahra?
Clear.
Malak? Isam?
Clear, mister.
Okay. Number 4, who will help me right now, is Malak Muhammad. Malak Muhammad, how do you know that this question is transition?
Most logical transition.
Okay, can you tell me now the function of each word? Consequently.
I don't know.
بالتالي cause and effect. نتيجة. In addition.
Addition.
Indeed. Emphasize. بيؤكد. Nevertheless.
Was an effect برضو.
No. Contradiction. مع ذلك. Okay. Now, look a sentence before and the sentence after. Take care. The sentence before is not this. The sentence before is this. Because this include in a compound sentence. The sentence after is this. Let's find the relationship between them and take care. There's also level 3. There's also level 3. Badr. It's one of them. No Badr. No Riyadh. Yes, Badr. No Malak Muhammad. I told you this level 3. No Jannah. Yes, I told you level 3 is the hardest. No يوسف سويلم. ما شاء الله، ما في حد جابها صح. Yes, Malak Muhammad now. برافو يارا تامر. No يوسف سويلم. No رياض. Okay. In the test, it must be considered from the first. No Malak Isam. No Lean. No Malak. No Malak Isam also. No ليس. كده الحمد لله مفيش الا غير واحدة بس اللي جابتها. waiting for زهرة.
وانا جبتها تاني مرة.
طيب. No زهرة. على الناس. No رياض. Yes, يوسف سويلم. Okay. Listen please carefully, because this kind of stuff, they will deceive you in level 3 especially. Here I found most consequently. So I'm gonna look now. Yes, Lean. Look now at the function of each word. He said consequently, cause and effect, in addition, addition, indeed, emphasize, nevertheless, contradiction. Let's take a sentence before and sentence after. He said here, seismologist Kiang Yuan and Barbara Romanzik have proposed that the magma fueling Iceland's more than 30 active volcano system emerge from deep within Earth. These kind of volcano emerge from deep within Earth. The sense after. The great depth evolved nearly 3,000 kilometers. He just add to this one. The great depth is 3,000 kilometers. Mark Iceland volcanoes as extreme outliers. So these kind of volcano, if you remember from the graph, are extreme outliers. Why extreme? Because it's far away. Extreme outliers. Many of Earth's volcanoes are fed by shallow pockets of magma found less than 15 kilometers below the surface. I know that the first thing will come to you that it's contradiction, because here he said 13,000 and here 15, so they are contradicting with each other. But he said here that they are extreme outliers. هم كلهم deep، لكن ده more deep or deeper، فهو extreme. يعني البقية مالهم؟ البقية على deep بس is not that deep. It's not 3,000. Because this outlier, they are here. So they are together. So they are deep, but on that kind of kilometer. So here he emphasized. Indeed. Because this is outlier. So the rest, they are deep, but on that one, 15 kilometer. Clear, Badr?
Clear, mister.
Laith,
يا مستر.
Lean,
Here.
Malak, Muhammad,
Clear.
Zahra.
Mister, not really, because
Okay, again Zahra. In the first one, he told you that 30 active volcanoes come from deep within Earth. Then the second sentence, he said that there is one called, or one is that make Iceland volcano that is 3,000 kilometers. It's deep. But he said that this one is extreme outliers. يعني it's not a normal one. It's not a normal one. Then he start to return back to said that it's shallow pockets that actually 15 kilometer, that they are away from the 3,000. They are deep. So now he just make a kind of emphasizing. بيؤكد على المعلومة ان هم they are deep but not 3,000 kilometer. Okay? جنة clear؟
Yes, mister.
ملك عصام؟
Yes, Mr.
رياض؟
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give you other homework just to memorize most of the transition. It's an easy task. If you know the function of each transition, then you find the relationship between the sentence before and after. Is gonna be something that is easier for you to be solved. يبقى الهومورك بتاعنا from the sheet from number 5 till number 8 from the sheet plus the one prep. يا شباب احنا بنعمل الوان بريب وبنصور بناخد سكرين شوت. في one prep احنا عندنا expression of ideas. Go to the transition. How many questions you're gonna solve? خليهم 75 questions from the transition. So you have to show me that here there is a number 75 plus if you're gonna enter inside and you start solving, you have to go to the stats. You have to go to the stats and go to the skill itself. Craft and structure, this one. This one. And come, no, this one. Expression of ideas. And come to the transition. And take screenshot also of this one. So you need two screenshot of that one prep. One outside to show me the number and one inside on the stats to show me these two circles. To know how many questions you got it right and got it wrong. Okay? And the quiz is not today. The quiz only of the boundaries and the quiz and the test of the standard English convention. And see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
باي.
باي.